Let's go. All right. God, I love Control. I'm really excited about it. I'm genuinely very, very excited. I can't remember the last time I've been this excited about a game, unironically. Let's go. Hi, Troom. What are you controlling? Chaos Control. I'm controlling my ability to stay healthy right now. All right, I have continue game because I technically started one to mess with the graphic settings. This might have some technical difficulties with graphic settings because this game, I'm trying to run it at all high, and this game is very demanding, so we'll see.
This is gonna be weirder than usual.
I think even at all high, with all my stuff going, I can only pull like 50 FPS.
You called me. So here I am.
I don't know, we'll see. Ooh, I'm excited to play another Remedy game. Ooh.
I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster.
Isn't that literally just the
picture something nice. A landscape,
the shadow thing? I can't remember what it's called. Plato's cave allegory or whatever.
What is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed.
Oh, okay.
But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Thought it would be funny.
Hello?
Oh, come on, man. Hold on. Alright, I'm not gonna run it on all high. Before I was not dropping frames due to misrendering lag, and now I am, so. Yeah, let me turn that down. Okay, I was literally... OBS, don't do this to me. I was literally not dropping frames before this. I tested this extensively to make sure that this wouldn't happen. Let's just ray tracing off then. Is it just ray tracing? I bet it is. Okay, fine. Hi, Quatoria. I know that Control isn't super well optimized. But I did put it on all high with high ray tracing and was dropping no frames in OBS, but now that I'm live, it's different. It seems. Got my semi-undivided attention. Well, it's nice to see you again, True. I have not seen you in here and had your semi-undivided attention for a while, so it's nice to see you. Let's try this. I want ray trace debris, I think? Yeah. I don't really care about shadows. Diffuse lighting is interesting. We'll see. Okay. I love to have to fiddle with settings. I don't really care about reflections. I mostly just care about debris. I'm pushing myself a little, but I'm pushing myself in a way that I think I need to push myself, because otherwise I will get depressed, because I will miss streaming too much. What about this? Wow, it really just does not... Okay, alright, fine. It really just... I'm gonna leave debris on, because I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait. Does this enable debris in the first place, or like... Do I have to have this on for things to be destructible, or is it only, like, turning ray tracing on the destructible things? I don't actually know. I'll leave it off for now. And then if things aren't destructing the way I want to, I'll turn it back on. Just for the sake of a smooth gameplay experience. Okay, one last thing. I need to turn down the sensitivity down to like, put that down to like 20. Okay, that feels much better. Got a high DPI ass mouse. All right. So we are in the Federal Bureau of Control, and when I look at this, it makes my screen get all blue. I'm gonna leave, actually. Or not. Okay. Cheat options in gameplay. Federal... Rolbcon. If you just look at the light parts, Rolbcon. I love the Rolbcon. Why is it doing that? True. What did you say about the funny Jewish man earlier? Because yes, I was talking about Jacob Geller earlier and his great video series on this. G to open collectibles. What did I get? Correspondence. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials, unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smart watches, phones, gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2, pencils. Any object considered iconic representations of an archetypical concept, e.g. rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrance. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Well, it's a good thing that I can come in. I don't remember much about... I don't know what the ashtray maze is, so don't worry, I'm unspoiled. I can come in, though, because I'm not very smart, so it's fine. What do... It says unread. It's not unread, though. I should probably turn this on, but I'm a rebel who likes to live without a cause. Hold on. There's one more thing I wanted to do, and I've already forgotten what it was. Oh, right. Controls. I need to change the controls of Control. Are Z and X bound to anything? No, they're not. Okay. Well, in that case... Actually, I'll do this. That button instead. Are anime girls considered iconic? Ah, fuck. Fuck. I hope not. I don't want to get killed. How often do you use melee, chat? How often do you use melee in this game? Because I combined it to something else. I just need to know how often I use it. And you know, if I use it constantly, so I need it on a mouse button, or if I can use it sparingly, so I can put it on a button that I'll press less often. I don't think I used it that much. I'll leave it on the mouse button for now. What? What are you beeping about? Don't you get mad at me. Okay, cool. Auto opening door. Internal lockdown in effect. Building lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches detected. Multiple building shifts detected. Head of research override. HRA protocol activated. Do you plan on getting in a fist fight? Yes. Absolutely. Unequivocally. At all times. That's what they called me back in school. Fist fight Thanatos. Sorry for the fact I sound like a fucking man. Let's see. Expenditure summary, executive sector Q2, major staffing surveillance, blank, data center initiative construction, blank blank, minor office equipment, janitorial costs, blank, mold removal, HQ livable costs, or livability cost. Huh. Vocal cords have some rigor mortis? Yeah. You sound like a man just congested? That's the same thing.
I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's healthy. Seeing it in your dreams is a healthy thing to be doing. You don't sound congested? Are you sure about that? Head of research, Dr. Casper Darling. Imagine having a last name like Darling. Aha, you can't see me now. Oh, god damn it. Motherfucker.
What the fuck?
Oh no, what is this? Thanks for the resub, my Sara.
My sweet babe Hido Daruna past your future organ Nurakita Usa Ikozi Futarik Iri Noedina Kyoku.
Wow, it is struggling to pronounce this Japanese.
Baby Kona Udata oh my a Wonido Tahanosiwashi machine gun kissed to just fall in love.
It was struggling with that, but thank you. Machine Gun Kiss did just fall in love. Actually, Dr. Darling sounds cute. Hello. Our bureau at work. He sure is working. This guy's gonna be like plot important, isn't he? Because the intro like focused in on this guy, and he's just like a janitor. He's gonna be plot important. I can feel it. He's not just a janitor. This guy who killed himself. Zachariah Trench. I've decided Dr. Darling is my I've decided Dr. Darling is actually my ASMR name. I'm gonna do ASMR Dr. Cranial Nerve Exams. And I'm gonna do it under Dr. Kyria Darling.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
She's really pretty. Also, chat. Cool jacket. Cool jacket. Cool jacket. I just want to point out, cool jacket. Samus, I don't know if you know this. I've actually collabed a secret subject. Also, I'm gonna pull this. I want to pull this thing. But I meant to talk about this in my thing. I will be doing ASMR. I will be doing an ASMR stream with secret subjects sometime soon. We've got to like set it up. But I will be doing an ASMR stream with cool jacket with secret subjects. Sorry, I'm like tired and sick and just reading chat. Because so one of the, if you remember, one of the subathon goals was an ASMR stream, and I don't know how to do ASMR. Like I watch a lot of ASMR, but I don't know how to do ASMR, and she does. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna do what my plan is anyway. We haven't, this is all tentative. I haven't worked it out yet. I have asked her and she said yes, but like we haven't like worked out details yet. But what my plan is that she will come onto my stream and will teach me how to do ASMR, but the entire time that she's teaching me how to do ASMR, we will be doing ASMR. So like we'll be like whispering, and like I'll be like trying to recreate the sound she's doing and stuff. Like, you know, we'll be trying to it'll be a meta ASMR stream, if you get what I'm saying. So I think it'll be fun. We gotta work it out, but she has agreed to do so. I mean, we're on the same Twitch team, so. How do I crouch? Come on. Let me crouch. I can totally get in there. Come on. That's as video gamey as apple pie and a health med pack after defeating an enemy in Doom. Come on. Come on. Secret subject got to 69k recently and everyone said nice, and I said nice and my comment got featured. Nice. Today we started classes and we were going through PowerPoints and just copied them like the teacher was weirded out by the speed. It was great. Nice. Jesse only knows stand. She's a JoJo. The fuck is this glass here? Because it sure doesn't look like it. Like it looks like there's glass there. You can see the reflection. Oh, I guess you can there. Jesse Joestar. Jijo. Her stand is gun. What is this? Federal Bureau of Control. Attention all, blank. Blank, 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 blank. A shark in his blank. Although secure blank. Permission to blank. Basic protocol. Or following basic protocol. Blank, shoot to kill. Good luck. Thanks, guys. Is this part 9? Yeah, Control is actually part 9, guys. Hold on. I can't keep with all these. Can't keep up with all these JoJos. I can't into anime. GG. Reading all the docs is probably going to be one of my favorite parts because, like, chat. Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear a cringe? Do you want to hear a cringe thing that I did as like a young teen? I wrote my own SCP, chat. I wrote my own I never submitted it, but I wrote my own SCP. In fact, I wrote a whole binder of them. So at one of the schools I went to, I got really excited about SCP. I got really like into it, and I basically got a little journal, and every time something weird would happen I don't have the journal anymore, but every time something weird would happen in the school, I would go home and think about the potential ramifications of it and how it could be an SCP, and then I would write an SCP page in the journal about it. And I had I think by the end of the year 137 SCPs. It was a weird school, including the fact that it snowed in February, and then snow was on the ground for literally the entire year. Like, it snowed in February, and then it was just snowy for the rest of the year. There was just snow on the ground outside for the rest of the damn year. It was weird. Oh, hey, there's the janitor guy. Yeah, no, I wrote about the snow as one of the things. Certain objects in our lens. Oh wait, no, I've already done this one. R4 reports reminder. Hello, Federal Bureau of Control. Hello, as you should all know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. We're still waiting on them for a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief. Saying so, remember, R4s are mandatory under section 75.2. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department. Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Zombie on. Yeah, all R34 reports are due by the end of the stream. I really need to commission more porn of myself, or like, I don't know, ask people to draw it or whatever. I really need more porn of myself. Not even like to like jerk off to or whatever. I just want to see porn of me. I want to see fucking porn of Kyria.
Hello?
Hold on, I have to explore. I don't really feel awkward about commissioning it myself. In fact, I would gladly commission it myself. The problem is, I want, or I need money to do so. And right now I'm saving all of my money for a Steam Deck.
Hey, excuse me.
Hello, sir.
There you are. You are here about the job.
Ati?
Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview.
That's probably fair.
Way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
No, the Steam Deck is the portable PC.
Drops to know it makes us come off weird.
What?
Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Welcome to the oldest fucking house. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this down. I'm dropping frames, so I'm gonna turn it down to medium. I'm gonna turn off motion blur because I hate it.
Somebody with no face at all. Think about it.
Yeah, the Steam Deck is my beloved. Mock it at your peril.
That said,
I need you to understand.
if there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Oh man, the Steam Deck is Valve's PC, like a portable PC that is coming out, or that has come out rather. Think of it like a Nintendo Switch, but like it's actually just a PC, and it's it plays PC games and stuff like that. A little Linux gaming PC, and oh man, do I want it very badly. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? No, that's not quite right. Wait, that's not quite right. Wait a second, that's not quite right. Wait a second. That's not quite right. I do. I want art of like, okay, so here's the other problem with getting porn of myself. Is that I would love to commission like NTR art of myself, but I don't know who would I be watching have sex? Who would I be watching have sex and getting off to it, you know? Like, I can imagine me in the corner, but who am I watching? The grave place? No. Okay, hold on. I'm not insane, right? Like, to be clear, I know that this place is like weird and shifts or whatever because it said shifting earlier, but this did shift, right? Because the entrance was over there and I came through here. And I came through here and then I saw this guy. It did? Okay. I just want to make sure I'm keeping up. I just want to make sure I'm keeping up. That's all. I sent you something? Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see this. What is this? Look at me on the shelf there. I don't know what this is, but I'm very happy to be on the shelf. It's a punch. Oh, fuck off. But no, I don't know. There's a lot of different. You know what else? Okay, here's another reason that I want porn of myself, right? It's not even just like for lewd stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. I would love to see porn of myself for that reason as well. But you know a really big reason I want porn of myself, chat? It's because the 2 images that I do have that are myself naked both feature me having a vagina, which isn't like a bad thing. Do not get me wrong. I am not complaining about having that, but like, that's not accurate. And I want something that like has me having a dick just so I can say I have both. Like, I'm okay with people drawing either. It's just, it's weird that the only 2 pieces that I have are me with a vagina. Sure. We'll leave that on high. Does that tank my frame rate? No, we're good. Okay. I love texture streaming. Proceed deeper into the bureau. Oh, this is new. Variety is the spice of life. I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know. There's a lot of art I'd like to commission of myself. Some of it porn, but I don't have the money is the biggest problem. Jesse Faden arrived. Sorry, did I just I'm sorry. Did I just find a paper telling me what I'm doing? Is the oldest house documenting me? Is that like a okay? Is that like just a way the game is presenting the menu, or did I actually just find a paper? Like, is this the paper I just found? Is this the paper I just found, or is it just that's how it shows it off? Is this the paper I just found? I think this might be the paper I just found. In an effort to strengthen government relations, we are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence. Don't leave. Ask them the questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How'd you find this place? Secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. No, same, Jelly, same. Escorted into a private room there, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If the responses are within an acceptable range of deviance, then I'm assuming shoot to kill immediately. It's just the mission menu format? Okay. There's no such thing as too suspicious. Just the fact that you're unsure if the place is documenting you is evidence of the atmosphere? Oh, extremely. No, the atmosphere here is tense. Extremely so. Actually, you know what art? Hold on. I was talking to Jelly about this earlier. You know what art I really want? So, have you guys ever seen a, have you guys ever heard of a game called Ruiner? Out of curiosity? Hold on, I'm trying to find the picture I sent Jelly. Ruiner is this really fucking cool game. I will play it on stream. It's this really fucking cool, like, cyberpunk game. And it has this really cool presentation. There's this girl in it called Her, in all caps. In fact, I made fan art of her. There's this girl called Her, and she like judges, like it's kind of like it's a top-down like twin stick shooter type thing. It's like Hotline Miami if Hotline Miami met Cyberpunk 2077 basically. Like that sort of aesthetic, and that sort of like in your face aesthetic as well from Hotline Miami. And then but it's also like Devil May Cry, because between each combat mission you get like rated. You get like rated like between like what you're doing. Also true, thank you.
They have given 42 gift subs in the channel.
So like, you know, you'll like kill like 6 or 7 guys and it'll be like, you got like an S on that combat encounter, right? And when you do, like, she will pop up and say things. Also, it's really horny because she calls you puppy. It's like genuinely, like, she's like, go get him, puppy. Like, it's like horny. I'm not even joking. I made this fan art of like just from various like things of her, like, so just various like things where she pops up or whatever. It was supposed to be for multi-monitor desktop. That's why it's like so long. So like, there's the guy you play as. His name is Puppy. Everybody calls him Puppy. Because she calls him Puppy. He's just like a big dude with a gun. But anyway, this is her. This is her. She's so good. He even says, "Get him, Puppy," here. Anyway, this pose that she, excuse me, this pose that she's doing in the middle right here, you can see it better here. I really want to get myself, I want to commission myself doing this, like doing this pose. Like really badly, with the red lighting and everything. I really want to commission myself doing this pose. Yeah, this game fucking rules. It's so good. I will be playing it on stream at some point. 100%. Okay, sorry. We'll actually play Control now. I just... it's on my mind because I was showing Jelly a bunch of games that I think are underrated last night. Where am I supposed to go? Oh wait, the elevator, that's right, the elevator that opened. Just silly.
The cell and the poster.
Yeah, I want to. I know that one of the DLCs is Alan Wake, which makes me really excited.
They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Sure. Hold on 1 second. Alan Wake, I love that game. Yeah, this is by the same people who did Alan Wake, True. Alan Wake is one of my favorite games of all time. It's like kind of sucks, but it's also just like a playable Stephen King novel. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I love Alan Wake. I will play Alan Wake on stream at some point, as well as American Nightmare, which is significantly less good, but still fun. American Nightmare is fun. It's just like, it's just a tiny little arcadey game. That was the problem. Yeah, no, one of the DLCs in this game, Trans-Samus, has you meet Alan Wake. I know that because an ex of mine was telling me about it. That like literally like Jesse meets Alan Wake and is apparently like a big fan of his. Apparently Jessie is a big fan of Alan Wake, and she kind of fangirls when she sees him.
For a moment. You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan.
Do I?
17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Yeah, they do. I like this more than Bloober Team. Fuck Bloober Team. Can I just hold on? Can I just take a minute? Specifically the mind control one. Of course you did. I didn't realize there was a mind control one. That's hot. No, can I just take a moment to say fuck Bloober Team? Because like fuck Bloober Team. Holy shit, fuck Bloober Team. The oldest house discovered August 4th, 1964. No, I know. I know they're rumored to be making the new Silent Hill game, and like, oh my god, fuck them. They made the medium, which first of all they patented a software technique, so fuck them. But also it like is super bad about like trauma and other things. Like it basically says that people with trauma don't deserve to exist, and that's not an exaggeration. So fuck Bloober Team. I don't know what's making that noise. What did I get? Drafting any public-facing material, words to use in the service of his or her country. Words, phrases to avoid: Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, and apologies, sorry. The medium, I don't know about that. I don't know about the ending that much, but I don't know about the ending like from a gameplay perspective. I just know the story. Also, one second, I'm gonna turn off the heat. I turned it on because I was getting uncomfortable, but hold on. Sorry, we are 35 minutes into this recording of Control, and I keep interrupting it. Sorry, I keep wanting to talk about things and do things and show things. Lost my scissors in the baked Alaska. There was a lot of blood. Sorry. Fuck. Troob, you've triggered a meltdown. No, 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 no. Oh, I love a game with physics. Oh, I love a game with physics. Look at my physics. Look at my physics. I'm losing my physics. Physic. I don't know if I want to do that yet. I want to see if there's other areas to grab stuff in. Wait until the combat, then you will see physics. I'm excited. Correspondence do not disturb. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Okay. Chat, what's the longest you've eaten a repeated meal over and over again, by the way? I'm curious. Because I have eaten spaghetti. I've eaten a bowl of like a single serving of spaghetti. Maybe a serving and a half, but pretty much a single serving of spaghetti for I think 7 straight days now. Just and by spaghetti I mean literally like noodles, like boiled noodles with salt in the water in the pasta, like very basic tomato sauce, and then like browned ground beef, like the cheapest possible, uninterrupted. Uninterrupted, because I've eaten spaghetti uninterrupted for 7 days straight. I love spaghetti, and I'm not really tired of it, but man, I would like to taste something else. Let me in. Rude. Yeah, I've also run out of food money. That's the problem. Oh no. You need a vegetable? I mean, I get tomatoes. I don't have any food money. That's the problem. Otherwise, I would.
Weapon? Really? Something's outside. Was coming here a mistake?
Whoa. Wait, hold on. Is Jessie talking to somebody in her... Wait, okay, hold on. Don't touch this phone, huh? Okay. What does that say? Game copyrights? Economy. The oldest man in the world? We tell ourselves it's okay to be old. The retirement age. Pasta is an option on the treat stream. That's not... No, it is spaghetti, actually. I forgot I changed it. Okay, I broke the game for a second there. Okay, hold on. I have a question. I have a question for those of you who have played this game before. And feel free to not answer it if it's a spoiler. Because Jessie, when I came in here, was like, what do you... Like, pick up the gun. What do you mean? Is the player... Like, am I the player a voice in Jessie's head, essentially? Like, is she breaking the fourth wall and talking to... Not necessarily breaking the fourth wall, but am I... I'm not Jessie, right? I'm, like, something in Jessie's head, I think is what's going on here. because she talked to me directly as if there was another person in the room, and the only other person in the room is me. So, you know, you could say Jesse is not alone. I figured it was something. Is that Joseph R. Biden?
So you must be the secret ingredient.
Would you like spaghetti Corvus Twig? Thank you, Trube. Thank you for the sandwichy. Thank you. It's very kind of you. I will not have spaghetti tonight. All right, listen. I don't trust this pencil sharpener right here. I don't trust this pencil sharpener. I bet this pencil sharpener like takes years off of your life or something. The fact it's in this room makes me not trust it. I don't trust it. I bet it's in here because it's fucking the safest place for it to be. Okay, so I know this game has Alan Wake references. Does it have Quantum Break references out of curiosity? No, you can't bring pencils in, remember, Eve? You can't bring in number 2 pencils. That's what it said. So why would you want to sharpen pencils? Like, you can't bring pencils here, so how would you sharpen pencils? That's what I'm saying. This pencil sharpener doesn't make any sense to be here. There are no pencils to sharpen. Pencil smuggling. Anyway, does this game reference Quantum Break? And the reason I'm asking is because this like blue stuff around here, I mean, obviously it looks like the thing from the beginning, with like the blue like aura or whatever, but also it reminds me of Quantum Break. Like, do you guys remember Quantum Break having this sort of like floating triangle sort of like aesthetic? Do you remember that? I've never played Quantum Break, but I remember that being a thing. I also remember Quantum Break has an Alan Wake reference as well. God, imagine if Mr. Scratch was in this game. Fuck. Things that scares you. Oh, sorry, I missed that message. Whoa.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived.
That's Alan Wake's voice actor, I think.
The service weapon is, of course,
sounds a lot like him anyway.
Of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? I don't know if I'm actually here or if I have the gun to my head and I'm imagining that. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm in love with this. Oh, I am in love with this. The service weapon. It has many forms, like the house prison you occupy. Okay, real quick. This is gonna sound like a detour, but I think it's related to this game. Can somebody explain to me the allegory of Plato's cave or whatever it's called? Because I feel like it has something to do with this game, with her saying like, and then the poster came off. Like, I think she's saying, I don't understand the allegory of Plato's cave. I don't understand what it's supposed to be. Is it that, okay, from what I gathered, and tell me if I'm wrong, it's that if you put people in a cave and they only grew up in a cave and they saw shadows on the wall, they would think that the shadows are the whole world, right? They would not understand there's a world outside of the cave and think that the shadows reflecting on the wall are the whole world. Like, that is how the world is it looks like shadows reflecting on the wall. They would interpret the world as being that way. But I don't really, is that it? Is that the point? So when she said like, and then the poster comes off, You are your brain, not your organs, but you can only experience the world through your organs. You've seen The Matrix, right? Numerous times. Huh. So anyway, when she says the poster comes off the wall, is that her metaphorically leaving the cave, essentially? Is that her saying, like, is that her saying, like, that she has, she is left the cave and is seeing the world as it really is? Okay, okay. I love that kind of shit, so... Hello. Whoa, what? Oh, okay, first of all, that's just a beautiful effect. What are you? You're like... Your body, like, contorts in on itself. It's like you lose most of your torso mass until you go to attack me. Oh, shit, where you pop back out. She's been looking for the source of the light rather than just staring at the shadow it cast. Oh. I really need to read more philosophy. I had an experience that made me not really want to look into philosophy for a while, but I actually really like it. I would like to get back into it and, like, you know, read about it and stuff. This guy's gumpy. He's I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to explain what this word means, but, like, this guy is gumpy. Do you guys get what I mean? I don't know how to explain what the word gumpy means because it's not a word, but this guy is gumpy. He's you see him and you just know it. He's gumpy. You can feel it. My man's as gumpy as hell. Now that she's in the oldest house, she's left the cave and experiencing the true depth of how weird reality is.
The same gun.
So does this gun make you try to kill yourself? Okay, so there were the cutscenes were saying stuff about binding or whatever. I feel like this gun can only, like, you have to go through some fucking trial like this to use it, and then if you don't, it just makes you kill yourself. Is that? I just got an achievement, choose to be chosen.
Okay, now I have a gun.
This isn't... What is this gun firing? Because that certainly does not have a barrel. What the hell? Oh, I'm in love with this game, chat. I'm in love with this game. Yeah, I'm whole horse. The service weapon regenerates ammunition automatically when not in use. Yeah, so it's called, huh? You know what this vaguely reminds me of? Have you guys ever, okay, so you guys know how there's the MTF task forces in the SCP universe, the mobile task forces that, that go around and, like, clean up messes and stuff, right? Did you know one of the mobile task forces is an SCP? One of the mobile task forces is an SCP. They are 3 kids who started up a game of Quake and then seem to have, like, disappeared and gotten, like, sucked in. Okay, so they're the mobile task force. I think they're called the Noob Slayers or something like that. And they're 3 kids who started playing a game of Quake and then seem to have gotten, like, sucked into the game or something like that and didn't realize. I knew you guys would make that joke. No, it's called MTF because Mobile Task Force, but yeah, I think the same thing every time. There are 3 kids who started a game of Quake and then used some, like, custom plugins or whatever, and it, like, sucks them into the game, and even without the computers being on or anything, basically they're, like, stuck in the servers that seems to always be on. But basically what happens is every time they start a game of Quake, every time they start a game of Quake, they will basically, in their vision, they're just playing a regular game of Quake. Like, they see the map with the pickups and everything else, right? But what's happening in real life is they get spawned into a location in real life as the Quake people, and like when they shoot like monsters in Quake, they're shooting like real people, but what the real people see are just like giant polygonal Quake people. Like, they see the dudes from Quake, which I think is very funny. But eventually they got told they were an SCP and told how many like thousands of people they had murdered, and agreed that they agreed to be yeah, they want to make up for it, so they agreed to be a mobile task force where they can be summoned into anywhere and they can't die. Like, nothing bad can happen to them because they are you know, they're regenerating Quake people. I think the only downside is that they can't see what's going on, I think, or something like that. I'm not totally sure, because in all the stories I've read, it's implied that they can just see what's going on. They can just see the map, see like the world. So I don't know, it's weird, but this reminds me of that for some reason. Like, this gun reminds me of that for some reason. They got an MTF equivalent, the Rangers. That's cool. Quake Isekai SCP, yeah. Okay, so the melee provides a modicum of hit stun, which is important to know. Hold on, I'm gonna switch one of these buttons because otherwise I'm gonna turn my thing like, I'm gonna keep fucking turning my my side every time I go to reload. By Jove, she's got it. I'm good at video games sometimes. Collect health elements to restore health, implying I lost any health there. We wield the gun, we wield you. I liked that a lot because it's either you wield the gun, we wield you, or you wield you, or we wield the gun. All of those variations of that sentence are interesting.
Duty as director.
I especially like you wield you.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
Oh, this is so my shit.
Is it safe to go?
Oh, this game is so much. Chat, you don't understand how much this game is my shit. Unironically, you don't understand how much this game is my shit. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm having like an aesthetic nut right now. I'm having an aesthetic nut. Oh, man, this game is so my shit. Oh! I feel like this map does not stay the same. Like, I bet this map shifts around. Holy shit.
You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen.
Is that full motion video? Is that a real person? Was that a real person?
You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was was horror.
Oh, good.
Get the fuck away!
Whoa, they explode into like gas or whatever. Oh, I like the effects that come off of them when they die. Hisguard? Hisguard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hisguards used the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption. While the armored guards carry pump action shotguns, they have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hisguards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are questions for later, though. It is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file blank for the full report. You like when the voices tell you fucked up stuff, right? I fucking love it. Oh yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that wholeheartedly. So much is expected from the director, the responsibility, the privilege. So I'm the director right now, right? Because it said welcome director after I took the gun, and it said you control you and we control you and you control the gun and all that shit. I'm the director now. Look at me, I'm the director now. Service weapon, object of power, KE. Only the director can wield the service weapon, yeah. Object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to blank, I'm assuming fire. This object must be bound by individuals seeking the role of director. This object will determine whether or not that person is the director. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. The process is dictated by the weapon, though their criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis... blank, many forms without history, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Verunastra, I don't know what that last one is. All weapons that blank of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, see Dr. Starling present it. Oh my god! So this weapon was every famous weapon that chose somebody throughout history. Every time a weapon chose somebody throughout history, yeah, this was the fucking power of Grayskull sword. This was Excalibur. Anytime a weapon chooses somebody, that's what this weapon is. Right? Oh, and it changes its form, presumably based on whatever presumably, I bet it changes its form based on whatever the person at the time is most familiar with. Like, this day and age, people would be most familiar with guns, so it's a gun. But, like, back during the time of Excalibur, it would have been a sword because people were most familiar with swords. That's fucking cool.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, head of research, Federal Bureau of Control.
So if the gun rejects you, it makes you kill yourself? Am I understanding that correctly? Oh, now I want to find every single piece of paper in this game. I want to find every single note, every single video. I want everything in this game. I want everything. I want literally everything. Wait, does that mean the previous director, did the gun reject him? It's the opposite of Persona 3. Okay, unironically, the thing that got me into Persona years ago The thing that got me into Persona years ago was Persona 3's like putting the gun to their head thing, the evokers. I think that's so fucking cool. Like unironically, I think the evokers in Persona 3 are so cool. Wait, what? Undefined reading? I don't understand what this means. What am I getting? What are these assets that I'm getting? Is this like a fucking crafting material or something? Oh my god. Chat? 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 What are you talking about? I've always been the director. Wait, do they all change? Hold on. No, this is still Zachariah Trench. Welcome to the oldest house, Director Kyria. Oh, that's fucking... This is so good. Congrats on your new job as the director. Thank you. I mean, who's to say that the fucking janitor isn't like the actual director? For all we know, the janitor is like the fucking king. King of the crop, basically. Director Jesse Faden. That's so fucking cool. The oldest house. I really love the idea of this place being called the oldest house. I mean, anything I say is gonna be a fucking like about that femboy island, about that beer I owed ya. Anything I say is gonna be a ripoff of the funny Jewish man's video, but like, fucking, I really like the idea of this thing being called the oldest house. I like the idea that houses are in their own, are like a sort of place of power in and of themselves. That houses...
Secure line of communication. Guide us. Breach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Turns out it's pretty hard. If interested, see Greg in maintenance acoustic guitar for sale. Socks and ballerinas. Live at the oldest house. Because some of us have allergies. Look at the notes on the overtime poster. Spinning out of control. Oh, fuck off. Sorry, the mold? Wait, where do you see the mold? Oh no, I did. I played Anatomy. Anatomy is literally my most favorite game of all time. In fact, when I played Anatomy, I played it in October, and I played a video beforehand about this game and Anatomy by Jacob Geller, who's the funniest Jewish man I keep talking about. He's not funny. He makes well, he's funny, but he makes very salient points as opposed to trying to be funny. Also, my map says that there is a door over here, right here. Yeah, I love that video, but Anatomy is literally my most favorite game of all time, and in that stream I fucking geeked out about it and talked about Anatomy at length. I love the idea that houses are not just like places, right? Houses are places of power. Houses are both objects of importance, but also living, breathing things that hold power, that hold memories, and those memories might be imparted on the house itself. I mean, I think it's true, right? Like, have you ever, okay, this is gonna sound like fucked up, right? But have you ever been in a house? Have you ever like walked into someone's house and it looks like nice and proper? There's nothing wrong with it visually. Like, you know, it's not like dirty, it's not like disheveled or anything like that. But have you ever walked in somebody's house and just immediately known like something bad, like capital B bad, happened here? Have you ever felt that? Or on the opposite end, have you ever walked into a house and been like, you know, even one that was like disheveled and disgusting, and been like, this is like a place of healing and nurture. This is a place that like feels good. This is a place that is safe and on like a visceral level. Homes are nothing without us, and we're on the same side. Nature is the opposite of houses. Yeah. Not really, no. Do psych hospitals count? I mean, yeah. I keep hearing people whispering, by the way, and the thing I kept hearing most is, how do you stay sane? Damn, I finally got hit. The hiss, like the Elder Scrolls? I really wish the health pickups were a little bit more noticeable. Burned salt to cleanse it, and then the cat was fine. Animals know shit, dude. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. I would also like to know what the mold is, by the way. Yeah, like what Drew was talking about. I would love to know what the mold is. I've actually talked to Maddie at length about this. I think mold and rot and decay in houses is, like, I've talked about this before. I really like stuff. Are these just people? Like, are these just workers? Can I put one in the back of his dome piece and he's just fine, though? But now he's not. Okay. Anyway, it's not just mold. No, like, well, I figure, but like, no, I've talked about this with Maddie before. Like, I find mold itself to be a very interesting, I find the idea of like mold and rot and decay to be a very interesting effect, like, to be a very interesting, like, thing, because like mold and fungus and stuff, like, it attacks something indiscriminately, you know? And it's not even really, attack isn't even really the right word. We use really like aggro words when it comes to talking about things like mold. We talk about mold as if it's like this like thing that is intentionally in some way out to get us, but that's just not true. You know, that's just not what it is. That's not how it works. Mold is like, it is just an organism attempting to live, but like it's kind of this like fucked up and selfish organism because it can only live through the like the decay of something else. Something else has to die for like mold to live, essentially.
Reminder: if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
You're welcome. No, cancer cells are just trying to live, but cancer cells are not... Cancer cells aren't like... How do I explain this? Cancer cells aren't attempting to live in the same way to me. Like... I'm trying to think of how to say this. Like... Cancer cells are attempting to live in the same way that, like, you know, like a human body is attempting to live, right? But cancer cells are aberrant. Cancer cells aren't, like, your body does not naturally produce a cancer cell, or at least it's not supposed to. It does naturally produce it, but it's not supposed to. They're an aberration. They're not correct, right? They are the I mean, if anything, cancer is the antithesis of rot, right? Cancer is something refusing to rot. Cancer is something like repeatedly attempting to live. Like, that's the thing. If you, let's just say that I granted you immortality, right? Like, I just poked you and bam, you're immortal now. You can still, you can't die from, like, being shot. You can't die from old age. You will just live forever no matter what, right? Eventually, you're just going to turn into a cancerous mass, because you're, like, just because you can live forever, that doesn't mean that your cells, you know, won't, like your cells will still attempt to replicate forever. And eventually they will fuck up. Their genetic programming will fuck up. They will glitch, and they will fall, or they will create, you know, turn into cancer cells. Whereas rot is a very, like, rot and mold and stuff, it's a very, like, natural process, you know? Things that rot are supposed to rot. It is a natural thing for things to rot. And I find that very interesting. I find that the entire process of rot very interesting. Honestly, I think about rot and decay, like, I know this is, you know, gonna sound haha silly or whatever because I'm a zombie, but I think about rot and decay, like, often. Like a lot. I made a lot of, like, vent art. You're secretly a Nurgle cultist, aren't you? I love Nurgle, like, unironically, I really do. But I don't know, I think about rot and decay, like, a lot. I think about it, and the way that it, like, the way that it is a lot, and the way that it affects things, and the way that it, just the way that it exists, you know? I don't know, it's really hard to put into words for me, because I'm not great at talking about things in the first place, but... Don't let mold hitch a ride. Perform daily body checks for foreign plant matter. Can't find your office? Watch your step. Alright, what did I just get? Collectibles, correspondence. Dinner reservations at Chez Ombre. Your wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers will be ready. Remember, she's turning 46. Isn't decay zombies whole thing to an extent? I mean, yeah, that's part of why I'm a zombie. That's part of why I use that as, like, a basis for things, you know? No, I already listened to this. I don't know, like, rot and mold and fungus and, you know, mushrooms especially as well, like, they make me... I just think about them a lot. They're talking about earworms now. Hold on, I'm gonna try something. I did think about being a mushroom girl. Okay, so they were the ones mumbling. That was actually them doing that. Huh. Rot and decay are interesting topics. I don't know. I find a lot of things about them interesting, and I find a lot of things about rot and decay to be worth talking about and worth thinking about. But I find it really hard to put into words why I feel that way. Read all playthrough, then it's gonna be a few streams. I mean, you know, that's okay. I didn't expect to beat it this stream. Oh, weapon mod. Damage while low on health, 43%. Sure. God, I love Nurgle. Nurgle's cool. Okay, there we go. For Marshall's eyes only, Marshall, we checked out the suspected altered world event in Duluth. It wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the manufacturing clothes dryer before that. We need to find a better way to sort out the fake AWEs from the real thing, or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Special Agent Keenum. Wouldn't you hope for it to not be lively? Wouldn't you want wouldn't you want the world to not be altered world events?
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
For Marshall's eyes only, these reports go through one dude. Also, you can see him. Like, there's no cognito hazards that melt your brain because you're the director? I guess so. I wish I could get subtitles for these, like very tiny subtitles, because I really want to know what they're saying. I can make out some stuff, and I know the point is to not be able to make it out, but like, it's just, oh, I really want to know. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern equivalent of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain blank, informed by our own blank, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially blank in popular culture. Using blank, our bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena can contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on blank, a pair of scissors that consume human blank through 2 punctures on the blank. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4th 936942. Ooh, okay. What's up, Gelbell? Maddie isn't jorts pilled? What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? I thought Maddie was cool. This is terrible. Chat, oh yeah, I've been meaning to... I wanted to tell you about this, chat. I've been playing a fucking game on my PS Vita called Jeanne d'Arc. I talked about it on Twitter a little bit. It is... Wait, what do you mean jorts pilled, Jelly? I have to know. I was just gonna not ask, but I've got to know. What does jorts pilled mean? Now, I've been playing a game called Jeanne d'Arc on my PSP, or PS Vita, rather. I've been playing PSP games on it. And it is so fucking weird, dude. Possessed anime King Henry VI. King Henry VI, yells at a person for the magical girl, Catholic magical girl, defeating his army of orc demons. It's just weird, dude. It's really good. Like, it's genuinely very good, but it's really weird. I don't want to get near this. This seems like a bad idea. Oh, hello. Rangers second class Polanski? Oh god. Oh god, he actually got me. I was like, where did he go? I got morbed. Oh, that's a good ass loading screen. Wait, I think I need to go grab this again, probably. Well, let me just check. Dinner reservations, no. Is it Morbin time? I actually don't understand the Morbius memes. Like, I don't understand why it became a joke. I don't know anything about it because I refuse to watch anything Marvel, but, you know, it is a thing for some reason. Wait, hold on. So do you keep documents that you picked up between deaths, or do I need to go get them every time? Also, one second. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, boss lady.
Hello, thank you.
I got your food.
Thank you. I was just about to go grab it.
Fuck you.
Thanks. What about Spider-Verse? That's the only good thing. You keep everything? Okay, that's good. Hold on. I'm gonna talk very slightly less because I'm gonna be morbing down this food. Oh yeah, the Sarkics are cool.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
I kind of know what you mean, One Princess, but I'm not sure if it'll stay that way.
Melody that makes you hum it over and over.
I'm assuming there will be more enemy designs than just dude with gun. I have to assume. Kids with guns. Kids with guns. They taking over. Mesmerize. 'Cause kids with guns. Kids with guns. There we go. Easy does it, easy does it. They got something to say no to.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
Lux Alice, hi, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello raiders. What are the kids doing to Secret Subject's eyes? I missed it. Mr. Helios and Emperor Bulby and Lux Alice as well. Thank you for the follow, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I found you through Twitch recommended channels. Oh, well, that's cool. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. I don't have any mods in chat right now, or I'd have them shout you out, but what were you playing?
You did it. We did it.
Hello. Can you hear me? Are you with us?
Ah, sharp teeth.
With the Bureau. Are you still sane?
Was playing Xenoblade? We'll find another trans VTuber? That's me.
Please, talk to me. We saw...
Can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
You're the director!
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Oh yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah. I really want to play that game. I have it on my Switch. I just keep meaning to get around to it, but it's so long.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily.
Played Control for like 10 minutes, then quit. What are your thoughts? I think this might be one of the coolest games I've ever seen.
Hiss? That works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first.
This method of storytelling is so fucking cool.
Control point. Then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so
Oh, I'm so excited.
But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the bureau she's a part of.
Yes.
Hey, Creeper dude.
I can try.
Xeno 1 and 2 are both great,
I'm
but 2
speaking for
suffers
you,
from
of
bad
course.
tutorials. Yeah.
We can try it together.
I've only ever played a little bit of both of them, but I really like
You
them.
with me?
I really, really like
I did
them.
it before. Push the hiss out.
So okay, you know what the coolest thing about this is? I don't know if this is like a very minor plot hole or if this is actually like a thing, but like I already got the what is it? This thing right here that talked about the excuse me. I got this thing right here that talked about the hiss, right? But that was before that. Like, I thought that was what they were calling it. She called it that, and then now it's the official name, but I already had a thing talking about it. Now, on one hand, that could just be like this essentially could just be the bestiary, and the game just gave it to me early, and it's like not, it's like essentially a plot hole. It's not, it gave it to me early to give me a name for these guys, but it wasn't supposed to be like a you know, it wasn't supposed to be like a ahead of time thing. But also, given the state of this game, the fact it's a plot hole could just be part of the plot. That could just be part of the plot, I think. Okay, Dragon Soul. Well, enjoy your lurk. Like who's to say that essentially her being the director did not create this document in the first place? Yeah, exactly. The house wanted me to find this document, and the house just made it like basically the house knew that I was going to call out the hiss and knew I was the director. Like, it already knew that I was going to name it that, and like that would be the name for it. So it just created a document for me.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep.
She morbed out of her mind.
Rips them apart.
What the fuck?
Half a year, let's go, Kyria Thanatos.
Hi, David. Thank you for the resub. Holy shit, half a year. Now you're morbing it, boss.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I think I have all the DLC. Let me check. I think I have Ultimate Edition, which has all the DLC. I have Control the Foundation and Control AWE, so Expansion 1 and Expansion 2. Is that all the DLC? Am I missing anything? I think that's everything. Oh yeah, the one on Steam is Ultimate Edition. You have to have everything. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, what? I'm the director. Okay. Oh, this is some SCP shit right here. Oh, this is some major SCP shit right here. What the hell is this? Also, can I get, like, a flashlight, please? Can't see shit in Detroit. Naughty jukebox is going the jukebox prison where they must play Radiohead. That jukebox is fucking evil. Like, I don't know it is, but it just feels like it is. Yeah, I agree. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the blank arrangement, surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by blank, detection of an unobstructed ping using the blank within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or blank or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside of it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be, I don't know, sedated or whatever. Oh, hey, there's their bullpups if you want to see them, Variag. There's their bullpups. Very strange looking bullpups, but there they are. I wonder what these chest things around them are. Because not everybody has them either. Like, this person doesn't, I think? Oh, no, they do. Hmm. Think they explained the chest things already? Wait, did they? I didn't see it. Oh, it only played music when the hiss was here. Oh, call them HRA? I don't know what that means. Hello. I'm a bit unhappy this has like a crafting system or whatever. I wish it was just a shooter, but... Protect you from the hiss as long as they aren't damaged. Hormone replacement, therapy. Yeah, of course. I mean, I figured they were protecting them from the hiss. That much was apparent. I just kind of wonder how they work. I wonder if they like stabilize them or something. I like how, so, okay. Jessie must have already had these weird mind powers where she just points at something and raises her hand and then it opens, because she's way too comfortable with them. Like, she's extremely comfortable using them. You know what I mean? Like, she's just like, aha, point open. Like, this is like, you know, opening the fridge for her. It's a very comfortable, repetitive action for her, and not like a new thing. What did I get? Technology restrictions. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any blank signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural zeitgeist for the oldest house to, I don't know, recognize them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving too fast at a pace for AWEs to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Blink agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. The oldest house is a boomer. It's like, get your fucking phone away from me, So you know what I'm wondering now? Like this flagpole right here with the American flag on it, these chairs, right? These tables, these bookshelves, all this stuff, right? I'm wondering if they brought this stuff in to make this look more like an official government building, or if the oldest house reflected the consciousness of the people who worked here and made it look like a government building on its own. Like, I mean, it can clearly just create photos that never existed like this. So who's to say that, like, it didn't just, like, create all of this stuff to make it look like that in the first place? Maybe both? Yeah, I mean, it could be. Material house memory? Hidden trend in house memory. Okay. I have 20 out of 40 on Strange Collection and 20 out of 80 on Record Keeper. I'm assuming there are 80 pieces of things to grab in total. Listen, I know you can't control the building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. D. Rodriguez. Anybody else just shitting themselves right now? Do I got any shitters in chat? Chat, I saw this weird fucking thing on Reddit. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who thinks this is weird because everybody in the comments was like, oh, that's so cute or whatever. But, this person, okay, so I'm gonna tell you the story and then you tell me if it's weird. Actually, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. It would be even funnier if I could read it verbatim. Well, I'm taking a bitey here. Where is it? Let me see if I can find this. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, I can't find it now. But it was something on Reddit, and it was basically like, okay, so my mother-in-law, or my mother-in-law, like my boyfriend's mom was coming over, and I knew she'd have to use the bathroom. And so I needed to use the bathroom, but I was gonna wait until after she got here because because it would be embarrassing to use the bathroom before her. But she was taking a long time, and I couldn't wait any longer, so I went to go use the bathroom. And as I was finishing up, my boyfriend tells me that that his mother-in-law is coming inside. He screams like she's about to be here. So as I'm finishing up, I come out and I'm mortified because now the bathroom is stinky. And my boyfriend looks me in the eyes and sees my panic and then tells his mom, "Oh, sorry, I just got out of the bathroom. It probably smells in there or whatever." And then the post is like, "Oh, and I'm so in love with him for this, for saving me from this embarrassment or whatever." And I was like, My sister in Christ, everybody shits. Like, what's embarrassing about this? What is embarrassing? Like, am I just the weird one here? What's embarrassing about, like, you know, like having to go to the bathroom and then somebody going in after? Like, literally everybody shits. Everybody does this. Why, like, they were like, oh, I'm so blessed. I love him so much for this. I was like, what? Literally everybody shits. You didn't have to have your boyfriend like claim that he took a shit instead of you because women are dainty and can't be allowed to poop or whatever. I don't know, it was very weird to me. I was very confused when I read it. Women have to be dainty and not poop. Oh hey, we're here again. Everybody's got a stinky hole. Exactly. Yeah, but like, what's the embarrassing thing? That the bathroom kind of stinks after you took a shit in it? And then the person's like mom might like be able to tell? Like, don't get me wrong. If I go into the bathroom after somebody else and it smells awful, like really, really bad, like really, really, like, you know, gagging levels of bad, then I'm not gonna be happy about it, but I'm not gonna be like embarrassed for them. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna like view it as a judgment on their character. Everybody poops. Everybody has some nasty shits every now and then. I would honestly be more weirded out. I would genuinely be more weirded out if somebody was like, if I found out that somebody claimed their poop was like somebody else's or whatever, or like somebody else claimed somebody else's poop to save them from embarrassment. I'd be like, this is weird. You're weird. It's okay that you shit. You realize that, right? Like, it's okay. Outfits. Oh. Fast travel. I don't know. I read it and I was like, this is weird. This is weird. You can just poop. It's okay. You're allowed to do that.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary. 17
Your hometown was called Ordinary?
The Bureau came in.
Come on.
I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is my new town that I founded, Inconspicuous.
HRAs, the Hedron Resonance Amplifiers, I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
Welcome to my hometown. Nothing weird going on here, Maine. Oh, you mean Derry, Maine, the place Stephen King always writes about. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Okay, there we go. Food and drink consumed. Well, there wasn't a drink. I just have a glass of water next to me, or had. Thank you again, Troop. I will not be eating spaghetti tonight, thank God.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Origin of the hiss.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
She's really pretty. Maybe I'm just being a lesbian, but she's really pretty.
Sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers
Oh, I needed that actually. Oh,
we need strong walls to
had like a twitch in my back when I stretched because I
without you, I never would have found the front
hadn't done it in a while.
Okay.
She's based on a real person? No, I know, because there's the FMVs.
I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed
Posture
by the
check.
service
Oh, I
weapon,
actually do have bad
God,
posture. Hold on.
Maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data.
All right.
That's just a hypothesis.
Have fun with your
on my
dinner.
part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have
Her mouth keeps opening just a little bit too
which is what
wide.
differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks.
Sure. Yeah, those sure were words.
So HRA stop you from becoming hiss?
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
So as the director, I don't have to have an HRA? Like I'm like special is what I'm understanding? So these are all the people who've been director, I think. Because that one up there looks like Trench. And then there's me. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's telling me where to go.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
You don't need an HRA, but it has nothing to do with being the director? Oh. Tomasi? All hair must be eaten. This reminds me a lot of Mr. Scratch from Alan Wake. The way that he speaks. I love Fight Club. Oh, that's so fucking cool. I like this a lot. Oh, I love this actually. I'm loving this. I like that. It's like a little silly, but I like that he said the picture is a picture of you holding a picture or whatever it was. Hiss barrier? The only person you should fail is yourself. The hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barrier appears as ways to impede, escape, or access by the Bureau personnel. Two methods have been discovered for lowering them. One, destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. Two, destroy the hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, hiss barrier will fail. Does an inactive structure made of hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file blank for the full report. This is basically like, what if they took anatomy and then made it into like expanded its world and made it into a whole thing. I'm gonna be honest, and this is partially because of the Jacob Geller video, but also because of how related the two concepts in the game are. I'm just gonna consider anatomy an altered world of, like, I'm gonna consider them in the same universe. Anatomy is just an altered world event within Control's universe in some city or somewhere. Genuinely, I might start to think of a lot of stuff in this universe because this is fucking cool, but also it's like very ripe for exploration in that way. I don't know, in my brain, anatomy and this game are very interlinked. They always have been, even before I watched that video, just from learning about the way that they're similar. But after that video, especially. What the hell? Anatomy is a game, yeah. Okay, that kills you. That's the mold? Oh. I don't remember which way I'm supposed to go. Was this it?
There it is again. Our welcome message.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true. Oh, that's good. You know what's great about these sentences is that they're just vague enough. Like those sentences are just vague enough and just like weird enough that like your brain tries to interpret meaning in them, you know? None of what any of was said there has meaning or has any logical interpretation. But like there you can almost draw conclusions, so it just leaves you sitting there like trying, you know? All right, 1 second, chat. I have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Hello, I return. The clown? It the clown? Pennywise? Is that what you're talking about? I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed foreman Flapjaw Space with the tuning fork does a raw blank on Harry Kyria Rock. Best beer at back screen I ever saw on Twitch? Well, thank you. I worked very hard on it. Me and my editor both did. Okay, wait, what does this say? Havana summary. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Blank deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Bureau agents who arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which was reported to have been blank. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise accompanied by intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for X amount of minutes. No visual phenomena were witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and the embassy staff were transported. After Formula I.9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an alternate item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for investigation. Yeah, this is literally Havana Syndrome. This is Havana. They're making fun of Havana Syndrome. That's great. Why is your accommodation so expensive? Helvetica scenario? So mold bad, can't get near that. Don't know how to go over there and get that item. I like that literally anything can be explained, by the way. I enjoy that literally anything can be explained with how weird this game is, because like on one hand, the fact that whenever I respawn, I don't have to go open the chest again, I don't have to go get the like documents again. On one hand, the fact that that is the case is probably just for gameplay purposes to make the game a little less frustrating to play if you keep dying repeatedly or whatever. On the other hand, it is like very easy to, it's very easy to say like, no, it's like a weird aspect of like the oldest house, you know? Unstable area notice. Due to recent fluctuation in the nearest control point in those areas, stability has been downgraded to yellow. Okay. Is there a door through here? Yeah, there is. Okay. The hell?
Yes, it's overpowering here.
Can't go that way, I guess.
Near it. With you on that.
Where did the fuck do I go then? Yeah, same, Troob, same. No, wait, there's... How do I... No, there's a thing. There's a thing. Ah, I almost had it. Yeah, I got it. Hell yeah. Shatter recoil efficiency. Cool. Go to word communication. No, I know I keep opening the door and then leaving, but I'm trying to figure out where that door is. Is it this one? No, it's not. Maybe it's this one. Oh, we're going to dead letters. Yeah, okay, here it is. Cool, dead letters. Machine God. Excuse me? I had a dream, and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils for my toaster and the fans plus the timing belt for my car's engine and the wheels for my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Yeah, that's very SCP. Yeah, what is a dead letter? I made gods out of, or I made a god out of the scrap of, or out of the scraps of man is like, if you said I made God out of my broken toaster and my car and my son's skateboard, that sounds stupid. If you say I made God out of the scraps of man, that sounds a lot cooler and a lot more raw, and like, it's the same thing either way. You know what I mean? It's all about phrasing. It's really just all about, like, about phrasing. Oh, God, my nose is getting bad again. Singing fish. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem, and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. Flies around at night and sings devil songs. Says a lot of cuss words. Devil got in my house because of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. You can make God, and then better yet, Eve, you can usurp your God and then kill God. Become as gods. Oh, isn't that a near thing? Trench, dead letter approval. I'd like to thank you for approving the request of my dead letter, or approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. These letters come to us from various places and times gathered by the Post Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze letters for any information, suspected connections to AWEs, and other altered materials. Thank you again. Cannot wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. Add some more water. Do as you're told, don't eat the mold. Even the smallest amount of mold can cause serious harm. Contact security immediately. You know, it really feels like the Federal Bureau of Control, the FBC, does not have this under control. Despite being called the Federal Bureau of Control, and I realize that's probably the ironic joke, it really feels like they are out of their depth here and do not have anything about the oldest house under control. They don't have the oldest house under control. They don't have the mold under control. They don't have anything under control. They seem like humans attempting to control what cannot be controlled, exerting a will of labels and classification and control on something that is unknowable. Ow. I was crouching behind a wall, a waist-high wall, thank you very much. Well, you know what they say at the end of Alan Wake, right? It's not a lake. It's an ocean. I like the way their bodies are just kind of like barely working. I hope there isn't, like, by doing that, I haven't, like, locked myself out of any, like, notes or anything. Kind of worried about that.
Communications. We're on the right track.
No? Okay, good. The idea of a dead letters archive is actually genuinely really smart for the type of work that they do here. Oh, damn it.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing.
Hold on.
A whopping 8.
Just gonna do this instead, so they can actually see it.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk.
Don't copy that, floppy.
One exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Wait, what? So, hold on. So does holding the floppy let you launch things, or the floppy just decides to launch things on its own?
By our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle.
I think I vaguely get it. Like, I think I vaguely understand why that would, like, why a floppy disk containing nuclear launch codes would gain that ability from, like, cognitive perception. Because, like, you would think of, like, you would think of that as very, you would think of, like, something holding nuclear launch codes as being very, something holding nuclear launch codes would be very, like, you'd almost think of it as very flighty, so to speak, you know? Like, it is an object that you don't want anybody to get hands of, so it's constantly having to, like, go between stuff. There's also the literal interpretation of, like, it is the thing that makes the rocket fly. Or the missile fly, or whatever. Dead presidents. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my ability to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. I know the White House could use me. Yeah, they all have a lot of opinions is a good line. I could kill these people that are floating in the air so that it's not doing the, like, the thing where they're talking constantly anymore, but I kind of like it. I kind of like the chanting. Does this game autosave, by the way? Because I haven't seen, like, a save station and there's no save in the auto or in the pause menu or anything. Rip. That's gonna be the floppy disk, isn't it? Oh, good. I'm not going that way yet. I want to see what's over here. Book Club, Samson. Book Club notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, unless you could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Haha, I get it, because the guy, I just watched a guy die that way.
object of power. Something has
Ow.
latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Well, there's the floppy disk. Story trips having real world power is probably my favorite thing. It's really good. It's one of my favorites too. I do like how this doesn't have a cover system, just like the implication of one if you want to. Like, you can just crouch behind waist-high walls if you want to, but you don't have to. Oh yeah, words have power, incredibly so. Extensively so. So this fucking floppy disk is just floating around throwing things, huh? I mean, it honestly looks really cool when it does. The floppy disk / nuke can be bound to gain launch / telekinesis. Teach us to believe, director.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings?
I guess so.
I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Wait, where's the floppy disk though? I don't understand. Where is it? Like, I'm not like holding it. How do I gain its powers? It's not like on my person. So how do I have powers from it? You don't have to hold items to use the powers to attune to it. You kind of absorbed it, I think. You attune to it? Well, it said it was bind. It said it could be bound, and they used the same word earlier with the gun, that it could be bound. But I mean, I'm physically holding the gun at all times, so I thought you understand each other, and therefore you can use its power. Becoming a registered user for the device. Launch align the cube thingamajig into the whole slot to advance score. That's funny. So can you attempt to bind to a device and then it like rejects you like the gun does, or is that only certain objects of power can do that? Two for one. I mean, is the gun like sentient then? This does feel really good as a power, I gotta say. Oh, I made the Gumpy fall. I made the Gumpy fall. I don't know. It seems like it might. I'm honestly not sure. I thought this like astral plane thing was unique to the gun, but it seems to be not. And also the board can make it fall. I don't know. Gumpy is what you said before I corrupted it on accident. Oh.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me find things.
Wait a second. Nice. Yeah, what about it? Is it based on weight of the object? Just cooldown? Oh, okay. Well, I guess you're gonna have a few bugs. No game is perfect. Except for if I made a video game, of course, that game would be perfect. With no bugs. Right, chat? If I made a video game, it would be perfect with no bugs. Because you see, chat, I'm perfect. Or B conveniently had 0 bugs. Yeah, 0. Okay, well I have a lot of stuff to read now. HISS demolition expert. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. HISS demolition experts are the only observed HISS variations to wield the specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track blank entities once fired, making them a threat to whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the HISS restricts uses of this weapon to the Bureau personnel trained specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to its corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Yeah, it does, Trube, you're right. Wait, fuck. There was another thing. I didn't read it. HISS Ranger? Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their HISS corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. HISS Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by the Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. HISS Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense HISS resonance capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the HISS Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree, or is the HISS able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? That's a good question. floppy disk, OOP5KE, must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. Yeah, this is literally an SCP file. It's got containment procedure, description, and then yeah, this is literally an SCP file. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it in a short distance. The object is currently bound to blank for research purposes, stolen from Soviet military base located in blah. Huh. What is a para-utilitarian? Is that just somebody who can bind to objects of power? Like, because I assume not everybody can. Does it get explained why some people are para-utilitarians and some aren't? Like, does that come up?
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Tomasi Willow AWE outcome. National news sites begin publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You'll know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Another AWE behind us, the public is another riser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring and for any off-message opinions, but it looks like we're in the clear. Cool. Chat, what if I learned the hiss script and just started mumbling it to myself sometimes when I'm just losing my mind at a video game? I think that would be a funny bit. Like the thing Jelly does where she's just quietly talking to herself like this while she's going through the motions of a video game and being really annoyed at it and just keeps talking the whole time and doesn't really know how to stop and she just keeps going and going. That would be a good bit, I think. It actually uncomfy. That's because she's really good at going very far into the bit. Jelly goes into the bit hard. I'm really afraid to miss out on anything. I don't want to miss out on any, like, notes or anything anywhere, although I'm sure I will. Oh, hey. Not what I meant to do. Key card. I have key card. It's like Doom. America overnight.
America overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today,
oh, I like that word, phantasmagorical.
Tells his story. Quincy, thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's Suspicion Con.
Are you on the square? Are you on the level? Are you ready to swear right here, right now, before the devil? Love that band.
The body of a man was discovered under the bed. inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47.
Wait, isn't that...
I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts.
Isn't that what happens in American Nightmare? In Alan Wake American Nightmare? The like motel level, I think it's the second one.
I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
No, it's the first one, I think.
All right, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is
Open a stream by singing that song. It's copyrighted, or I would. I mean, I still might sometime, I don't know. I do love that song.
America Overnight. We'll be right back.
All songs are copyright? Not true. Oh, hi. Groped by a horny ghost. That was weird. Oh, I thought that was a playable. Damn it. I saw Ghosts perform at in Michigan. They opened for Slipknot. I think that was actually around it might have been 2017. I don't live in Michigan, but I was there for a little while. Yeah, no, I know, because, oh, hey, here's a control point. What's this? I already have clearance level 1.
This must open the door.
I already have clearance level 1, though. I already got it. America Overnight. I do like that you can just fast travel. That's kind of cool. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop here because I'm getting a little sleepy and tired, and I don't want to push, like, I'm just kind of feeling a little out of it. I don't want to push myself too hard because, you know, I was just getting over being sick. So, I think I will stop here. I'll probably stream this tomorrow. Yeah, I figured that looks like a boss fight room, so I'll probably stream this tomorrow a little bit. It was a good stream. I would honestly like to keep going. I'm really into that game. Like, I wanted to stop like 30 minutes ago. No, I wanted to stop like 30 minutes ago for sickness, but I just kept pushing myself because I really like that game. That was really fun. But, I don't want to make myself sicker. So, I'm gonna play the game tomorrow. Yeah, for sure, actually. For now, I'm gonna get you guys over to Vespi. She's reading horror stories, it looks like. So, yeah. Cool. All right. Alright, I get you guys over to her now. Goodbye. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow.
Boo! Did I scare you? Thank you for watching, and especially a big thank you to everybody in today's credits for their support on the stream. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!